gonna turn this piece of wood into a bowl using only sandpaper. I've got 40 grit sandpaper here. I'm pretty sure that's the lowest it goes, and I have 25 discs of it. I want you to comment right now how many of these I'm gonna go through to make this bowl. I have no idea. We've only got 25. Maybe we'll need 65. But I want you to comment now because I'm curious what you guys think. Real quick, the piece that we're using is 9 inches long, 9 inches wide, and 2 inches thick. So to start out, I'm just gonna find the center. Now we're just gonna drill in that center mark just a little bit. Put a screw in there. We're gonna put our pencil here at 6 1/4, and we're gonna draw a circle. We'll go right there, about a 1/2 inch on the outside. All right, that's our bowl. Take the screw out. Let's get to sanding. I have a mask on. Give me a lot of sawdust. Okay, so why are we doing this? Well, one, we made a bowl with a table saw. We made a bowl with a miter saw. We made a bowl with a router. And then we made a bowl with an angle grinder. So the logical next step is to do it with sandpaper. And we've gotten a few comments about doing it with sandpaper. So we're gonna do it. It's about 10 a.m. right now, and we've got all day to do this. So we'll see how long it takes. All right, so to get started here, basically, I'm just sanding. I learned pretty quick into it that digging in with the edge of the sander is what works the best. I know when people are talking about sanding, they're always like, well, you sand flat, you don't dig in, you know, it's gonna make everything uneven, and that is true, but that's what we're going for. And I don't think anyone has ever done this, so I do think it's pretty cool that we're the first people to ever do this, but if that's not true, prove me wrong. So at this point, I'm just digging in, and progress is slow, but it is steady. I'm doing this voiceover about 45 minutes into it. I sanded for about 45 minutes straight, and my hands are tingling. My hands are still tingling right now. I'm switching to disc number 3, 2 discs down. What have I been going for, like 30 minutes?
I think so.
30 minutes. I'm losing my mind. We've got barely anything done, but we're gonna keep going. I don't usually ask or beg, but I'm gonna beg. Please, for the love of everything, subscribe and like this video. This is gonna take hours. Also, I know you can't hear me well in this mask, but if I take it off, I think I'll die. There's a lot of sawdust in the air here. Let's keep going. In it, I do think that I'm gonna go through all 25, and I'm gonna start using some of the 60 grit paper that we've got there. But the nice thing is, once I'm done getting the shape of this bowl with the sandpaper, all that's left to do is sand. So that's pretty special, isn't it? I mean, I can't wait to start moving up grits. I don't think I've ever been so excited to do finish work with sandpaper. And I know at this point you're probably thinking to yourself, Peter, why are you doing this? You're only 45 minutes into this and it's already the worst thing you've ever done. And to that I would say, one, props for knowing my name is Peter, because I've realized I don't say that on the channel anymore. We used to start every video with, what's up guys? Welcome back to Fish Over Chicks Woodworking. My name is Peter. It was a lot, and like, you know, it doesn't hook the viewer. So we changed it, and I haven't said my name in pretty much any video. Maybe a few times here or there, but my name is Peter, if you guys didn't know. While I'm sanding, you're probably wondering, what is Editor John doing? He's mowing the lawn. He was mowing the lawn. And now that I'm recording audio, he is in there sanding. So hopefully when I go back, there will be a lot more done.
I'm also now losing my mind.
But I mean, honestly, 45 minutes into this, there's not that much progress. I mean, right now, the bowl looks like a very, very, very shallow catch-all. I think that when we started the whole bowl series, I think that we did have this idea initially, but somebody did comment it on the miter saw bowl, I believe. John, if you could find that comment, throw it up, shout out to you. So yeah, we're doing it. I did research sandpaper very quickly, and it looks like the lowest grit is 40. Now, if the lowest grit is not 40, do not let me know in the comments, because I don't want to know that this could have been done faster. I want the comments to say, I thought the lowest grit was 60, and make me feel good about myself and make me feel good about this process, because it's brutal. So that's why I feel like this voiceover can't really be talking about the process of making this bowl, because the process of making this bowl is me sanding. I'm just sanding. And when I'm done sanding, I'm gonna sand some more. I don't even know if we'll finish it. We'll probably just finish it with a nice coat of sandpaper. Like, maybe we shouldn't finish it. That'd be kind of cool. You're probably listening to this right now going, what are you even talking about? And I don't know, I'm still shaking. I'm shaking from, my hands are shaking. I'm shaking from the orbital sander. The vibrations, now it feels like it's a part of me. Like I am just gonna shake from here on out, so that's good. All right, it is the next day. Yesterday we did a good 3 hours worth of work on this, and the middle, we've got it an inch deep. Looks pretty good. I wanna get it a little bit deeper, but John started on the corners yesterday, so today, that's what I'm gonna get started on and hopefully finish that out, then go back to the bowl on the inside and try to get that just a little bit deeper. Quick sandpaper update. We've gone through 17 discs of sandpaper. We are on our 18th. And what we've noticed is the edges of the sandpaper are pretty beat up, but the middle is doing okay because we're mostly just digging at it with the edges. So I think we're gonna be able to reuse some of these in the middle to get these sides, because we'll be using the middle on the orbital. So we'll see. Let's get back to sanding. All right, so day 2 started off by getting those corners down. Like I said, John started the day before, and he said, okay, they were really easy to break down. This is gonna be a breeze. So I was like, great, we've got like 7 discs of sandpaper left. This is gonna be easy. So I went to town, and it was pretty much the opposite of easy. Think of the hardest thing you've ever done. For some of you, that might be basic training in the military. This is harder. No, I'm kidding. Well, I don't know. This was brutal. It was so, it took so long. I went through almost all of the sandpaper immediately. I think I might have saved 1 or 2 discs just for later because I knew I'd need them. Then I started recycling the other discs that I already deemed not worthy to be used. I already said, these are shot. They've got no life left in them. And then I was like, well, screw it. I guess we're going to try again. This took so long to get this 1/4 rounded, and I wasn't even close to getting it to the line that I drew for the outside of the bowl. So at this point, me and John had to make a game time decision. We're gonna take this over to the miter saw. I know. We're gonna make it easier, but we have to. We're gonna cut, basically we're gonna make this an octagon. We're just gonna cut a 45-degree angle here, and I guess here. So we're pretty much just, we did all this for nothing, but we realized that we are not going to get through this whole thing with the amount of sandpaper we have if we don't help ourselves out a little bit. And that is what we did. This would have taken days. This would have taken weeks. So, did we make a bowl with only sandpaper? Yes, we did. But the shape we started with was an octagon. It was not a square like it was at the beginning. So yes, we made a bowl. We just made the starting stock a little bit easier. Even after we chopped the corners off, I had to go to town. I ripped through the rest of the sandpaper. I probably recycled through the stuff that, again, I decided was trash already. So yeah, 25 discs. We went through that like nothing. We probably used them so many times that we probably switched about 100 times total. Then it was time to do the curve on the bottom. So John actually did that. Once John did the sides, then I went back at it, and, I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. John gets a little rough with the sandpaper, so I decided to clean it up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. Wanted to end anywhere from 1 1/8 to 1 1/4 inches, and I do think we got to about 1 1/4 inches, but I'm going to be honest, I didn't measure. At that point, I said, you know what? It's good enough. All right, now it's time to sand it. You've seen plenty of sanding today, so I'm going to sand it up to 220, and I'll come back to you when it's ready to be coated. The final step, coating it with some Howard Butcher Block, makes this thing look amazing. And maybe, just maybe, makes 8 hours of sanding worth it. Maybe not, though. But for you guys, it's worth it. Look at that. Oh, that looks incredible.
It is a bowl. It's not the deepest bowl.
No,
it's not the most even bowl.
No, it's not the deepest, not the most even. The bowl that we made with an angle grinder looks similar to this, but this one is better. I think this one is better. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe, because this took so long. And comment down below any other videos you'd like me to do like this. I don't know if I will, but your comments are always appreciated. There it is, guys. A bowl made completely out of sandpaper. See you in the next one. If you liked watching me struggle through that, watch me struggle through this angle grinder bowl. It's not as bad. Or watch the most dangerous thing we've ever done. Table saw bowl.